Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here tonight to recap number 15 Creighton pulling off the upset, beating number 1 Uconn, 85-66 reaction. Definitely a shocker, man. I knew Creighton was playing at home. I thought this would be a much closer game than the one they played in Uconn, where Uconn destroyed them. But Creighton showed much better in this game. Just Uconn's offense really couldn't get going until late in the second half. They cut it about 10 points. They started kind of getting on offensively, but then I thought they kind of rushed things. They just started getting away from their offense and what had been working. You know, Tristan Newton driving to the rim. He really stepped up for Uconn second half. I thought he carried him. He looked gassed there late in the game. It's just Creighton shot well overall. First half, Uconn started off well 7-14, but they didn't end the half well. Compared to Creighton, who did, getting a lot of open threes. They were 8-15 in the first half. Second half, they were 6-for, I believe, 13. So they still shot well from 3. Both halves, they shot well from 3. So overall from the game, they shot 54% from the field, 50% from 3. They nailed their free throws at the end to put the game away. Uconn just one of those nights. I mean, life on the road's tough. You're gonna lose. You can't win every game. They'd won what? I know they'd won at least over 10 straight games before this, so you can't win every game. You're gonna have games like this that happens. I still fully believe Uconn's the best team. Is, you know, sometimes when your opponent is shooting 50%, 54% from the floor, 50% from 3, it's going to be tough to win games, especially when you're only shooting 44% and then 18% from 3 of 16. Uconn, their offense started to get going in the second half, mostly because of Tristan Newton, but when they cut to 10, they really tried to force things, and it just didn't work out. And then they had to keep fouling. So, it ended up being a 19-point win. Baylor Shireman really stepped up in the second half. He had 0 points. At halftime, he had 2 fouls, and he took 2 shots, but he really stepped up in the second half, had 12 points. But before that, he was doing the little things, assist, rebound. He had 6 assists, 7 rebounds. He played good. Ryan Kalkbrenner, 15 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. But I thought he really neutralized, he really neutralized, Klingon. An outstanding win for Creighton. I'm not going to say a better version of Klingon. That usually helps when the team's hitting 14 threes compared to 3. And that was the main difference in this game, in my opinion. They outscored the Huskies 42-9 from the 3-point line. It's just really simple as that. Their defense was great, besides a few minutes stretch. But other than that, I thought Creighton's defense was great, and their offense was really good throughout the whole game, getting a lot of open looks. Ashworth, 20 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. He played really great in the first half, kind of caught off the second half, but he played a great first half. Trey Alexander, 16 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. We went over Shireman. Mason Miller, 8 points. He was 3 of 4. Farbello, 6 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. He hit 2 threes in the first half, played a good game. Jason Green, 8 points, career high. He nailed 2 threes. You know, it's just hard to beat opponents when you're giving up 50% from 3, 14 to 28, and you're shooting 18%. So, you know, you're going to have these type of games. I don't think Uconn's a bad team. I still think they're the best team. And I still fully believe they're better, say, than Purdue. It's just some of these games will happen. They just got to regroup and move on to the next game. They were bound to lose a game eventually, playing road games against, you know, a top 25 team. They're still the best team. And that snapped their 14-game winning streak, which is the longest in the country. Creighton's first win in program history over the number 1 ranked team in the AP poll. Ashworth's huge play in the first half. Shireman had a big play in the second half. 14 made threes. It's just Uconn. First few minutes they played well, but after that, didn't really the rest of the game until the final few minutes didn't look great. But they've been dominant. But tonight they just got rocked. And you know it happens. They didn't let UConn get comfortable from the perimeter. Three-point shooting has been such a rich part of Dan Hurley's evolution, and Creighton really shut that down. It's just hard for him to win at Creighton. And Caravan was really a ghost tonight. He really didn't play well. Let's go over the stats here for UConn. Tristan Newton, 27 points, 4 assists, 12 rebounds. I mean, he did his best to single-handedly keep him in that game. But that big deficit was just too much. Once again, Tristan Newton is showing he can take over on a night when nothing else is working. It probably isn't going to. It didn't lead to a win, but there's going to be a night in March where UConn needs that. But you've seen that. Creighton isn't going to shoot 60% again when you play them, at least to me, because I think UConn will have a better defensive game plan. But Tristan Newton tried his best. Klingon, 12 points, 7 rebounds. Cam Spencer, 6 points, 4 rebounds. They didn't get much from Cam Spencer in this game. Yeah, Cam Spencer didn't show up tonight, only 6 points. Castle, 10 points. Thought he played a good game. Caravan, only 7 points. He only got 6 points from Spencer. Caravan and Spencer really didn't show up tonight. Diarra, 2 points. Samson Johnson really had a tough time on Kalkbrenner. Jalen Stewart come in and got 2 points. Diarra, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Had some foul trouble, but some of their key guys didn't play well. Diarra, only 2 points. Caravan, Spencer, 7 points, 6 points. Tristan Newton tried, but Creighton really needed this one, so. And people are like, why'd you storm the court? I mean, beating the number 1 team. I know Creighton's ranked 15th, but you gotta storm the court beating the number one team. So, great win for Creighton. So, yeah, it's all to say here. So, until next time, peace, and Baylor BYU will be the last game I talk about tonight.